The battle begins.
Stonefall.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Look at that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Look at that.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
No!
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Sean has fallen to the ground.
Mortality!
Another life's won.
Visibility!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Regeneration.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
My blades and my mind are as one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
For heresy's
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
You were spear-worthy.
Radiant's ancient is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's ancient is under attack. Dire victory.
Roll tiny.
Wait, what did they last pick? On
They last banned Brood
What'd they last
outside of
pick?
Geek Fam.
There's no last pick still, right? Oh,
They
Shadow.
didn't last
Oh.
pick yet, no.
This isn't bad versus OD in the laning stage, right? It's all right.
It's just perfectly. Whenever I play against him in pubs, I do try to ban the Morphling because it is quite scary to play against.
After his time on Ginebrews, he told me, I don't care deaths.
No cares death.
No cares deaths. But, you know, he's a carry player now, so he might have to care about some deaths, but he does care about kills. But it is going to be 5 minutes quite soon. They're going to try and get a fast kill on his Zephyr, tossed over to Peter, and leaving Gunner to get it until the disruption comes out. Maybe they can body block him long enough. No, Peter will take it instead.
And if you overstep just once, they're going to turn the fight on you with one crucial save. A Razor, Tree, very counter-initiation heavy type heroes. Universe getting dove in the top lane, applying a lot of pressure with this catapult. And he does not have a TP this time around. So he's just going to get ran at. That does not draw tower aggro when Razor is attacking you through that static link. And forcing out a large reaction. Will they be able to bring him down, though? The creep wave did just die. Gets tossed back into his disruptor. Catapults are the only game mechanic that actually gives you a way to kill towers. Going on to Zephyr here, he does disrupt the Morphling, which means he's vulnerable to the glimpse if PPD wants to have it, but he just saves it and allows the Morphling to get the last hit. Only 151 gold. Toss is on cooldown for another 4 seconds. They're chasing after Carl. Will he have disrupt in time? No, he actually chooses to banish the Shadow Fiend, and he's going to be super low. He's just dead coming out of that.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Great read by Carl, and Cuckoo making the rotation. Sadly, with no boots, is not able to catch Biber so easily.
Regen rune bottom as well if OD sees it. Super value. Oh, PPD's trying to deny it. He knows how important it is.
He can't get there fast enough, though.
Oh my god. That's disaster. No ultimate yet to get out. Biber giving him the good old reach around. Misses the avalanche, though. And that might be enough. That might be the damage they needed to get this kill. Nice glimpse onto Razor.
Ooh, they do manage to get it.
God.
Oh, God. He was full utility.
No.
Oh, what a disaster. An easy double kill for Carl, and he's probably going to get the triple here, as I'm not sure if Biber can really juke him out here in the trees. We'll see. He's going to have to find his way around Carl, thinking he already looped back, but now he runs back at a Biber. Biber now does the loop-de-loop, but Carl, he was reading that the entire time. He knew Biber was going to head back that way eventually, and he catches him for the 3rd kill. They're just going to have to get into those defensive tower team fights and outplay Geek Fam, as they are going to be able to try and grab this bounty rune and also potentially a shrine as well. Gunner's having a lot of his damage taken away, and he's failing to be able to finish off Dubu. So that means Gunner's going to have to waveform out, and Geek Fam will be able to take that outpost. But Disruption actually going down, slowing down Tanner a bit. Well, Carl's just going to focus on trying to get Gunner instead. Gunner, no waveform for another 4 seconds, but thanks to the
on that out based on the pace of the game, and Geek Fam reacting while meanwhile farming bottom and mid. So even though they are smoked reacting to this, by no means is this a heavy commitment.
Biber slowed down. They're going to make sure he can't get close enough to toss Raven at any point. Now Raven, with all that stolen damage, turns it back onto Gunner. Now Overgrowth immediately taken off by Universe. Good control, but there's the silence coming out from Cuckoo. Gunner kind of forced into an awkward position as he is actually stealing damage away from the Razor now, but Gunner needs to be able to get away from Kara, who's just laying shot after shot.
This time around, you're seeing it from Dubu. Cuckoo is invis. Will they be able to catch him? But Disruptor behind, get the Overgrowth onto 2, may just be a disengage. Do get the glimpse onto Tree.
Yeah.
That's a pretty small price to pay, all things considered. 5 heroes down.
Yeah, they've got
TP to
already
the shrine.
set up in the river. They've already run into one. That's going to be Peter. Stuck in an awkward position, disrupted in the river, in the low ground. And pretty easily picked apart. The glimpse back from Dubu's not going to stall him too much. And Geek
Night
Fam.
Stalker silence. It's good against the trio, but that's about it. Tiny is going to do a bit of a gank tank, it appears, but it actually looks like NiP's trying to take a fight here.
Okay, double imprisonments.
Eternity and banishment.
That is something that I really hate about pickoffs against this Agadam's OD. Just feels like you can't team fight into it at that point.
Yeah.
Because he's now gotten so much mana. Gunner turning into a Razor, stealing the damage from Raven, as Raven steals the damage right back. And Universe taking a lot of damage as he was left behind. Quickly popped by Carl.
Because best case scenario, you're finding a kill, and then what?
Yeah.
They're going to get the D ward of a sentry. I don't know if you're supposed to actually kill that sentry.
It's like one of those smokes that you feel like you have to use to secure the
it does get the outpost. Okay.
Zephyr, he'll be caught as well. He sticks around. That was an awkward position.
That's the real question.
It's so
Arcane Rune
dangerous,
on the
Carl.
army.
He knows what a big threat is to get these little imprisonments off. Oh, Biver doesn't actually get the toss away. Now they're double imprisonments, and already Carl, he's really set up for a good Sandy's Eclipse here. He's going to get a few orbs on a Biver, and that save from the Omni Knight is not going to do anything. Carl starts finding his damage stolen away by Gunner, but they easily imprison him. Disruption on the other side as well, and there's going to be the hammer drop. Tanner already down to half HP. Carl's going to go for the back line. Tanner's going to let loose his ultimate, which is actually going to fear Carl back away from those supports, and Carl maybe in an awkward position, potentially an opportunity for glimpse, but NiP feel like they're not strong enough, especially now with Cuckoo popping his ult. He's going to be...
You're pretty much playing 100% around your Astral, right?
Yeah.
So you're just accruing all of these stacks, or whatever you want to call them, on your ultimate. You are going to get tossed.
Viper's going to get a toss over onto the creep wave instead, and now he's going to find himself in prison. They go for the overgrowth, trying to catch some heroes, but it looks like Viper's going to be the only one caught, as Tanner just goes for the BKB teleport out. Universe, no. Oh, there's the improvement.
That's that Aether
Dude,
Lens.
that Aether Lens, such a long range. That's going to be a third kill off of that fight.
Doesn't really change anything about OD. It kind of just makes him do everything what he's already doing better, right? It's just this nice luxury item. He has the Pupil's Gift on top for the extra bit of tankiness. They do manage to find the tree, but what price will they pay? BKB is on cooldown for Tanner, getting the good old walk down. Force a Guardian Angel. They do have Glimpse. Does he have the BKB up?
Do they have any vision? OD has gotten his ultimate nerfed so much that it's not like the one-shot tool that it really was for a lot of the game. The blink forward onto Tanner, forcing him to use his BKB here, and he doesn't have TP out, so he's just going to be purged and brought down pretty easily. Raven's going to look for more kills, slowing down Peter. PPD, a toss, a little bit of block there from Biver. He's going to make sure that Peter doesn't immediately die, but he's going to chase down by Cuckoo. Once again, comes in clutch with that Blink Dagger. He's
going to be silenced.
He's going to silence when he comes back. Do they have the damage to be able to blow him up real quickly? Looks like he got off the Strength more still, but it has too much damage from the OD. Universe caught inside the base as well, and Geek Fam asserting full dominance over Ninjas the Pajamas. Looking to close this series
But if he's not dying, he is the be-all, end-all. He's going to eventually kill you.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to astrally enough. Like right now, one Astral goes off.
Okay, Ninjas the Pajamas. One last desperate hold by them as Gunner trying to steal some damage away from Carl. Carl eventually breaks it, wait for him forward, but Gunner now kind of stuck in the trees and not able to do a whole lot as BKB now wears out. Oh, Jesus, he's gone.
There you go.
Carl
didn't kill the OD.
Drops the hammer on him. The BKB wore out, and as you said, it was just inevitable that OD is going to kill you. Now Tanner, he's going to try and hold out a little bit longer. The imprisonment goes down on him with a buyback coming out from Peter, but Peter, can he stop any of this damage? Well, Static Storm actually does, and Tanner's going to be able to get off his ultimate at least, but is anybody going to die from Geek Fam? Peter just running out there trying to get a glimpse back on Carl. That doesn't do anything because Geek Fam are still the 5-man unit, and Ninja the Pajamas are broken and sitting inside their fountain. Razor, they're up on the high ground just now, but Dubu as well as Cuckoo positioned to be able to break some smokes. Cuckoo immediately popping his ultimate to be able to get vision and ensuring Geek Fam that they will indeed get that Roshan completely unimpeded. Now Cuckoo, as the Roshan's finished up, he's going to try and jump forward, gets glimpsed backwards. They are going to be able to finish off Zephyr, but now the cores of Geek Fam are here. The BKB is wearing low already on Gunner. Tanner, in fact, has his damage being sucked away, and is not going to be able to complete that TP out. Gunner similarly in trouble here as he gets imprisoned, kind of toyed with. Peter's going to try and go for a Static Storm to allow Gunner to get out of here, but Cuckoo with his BKB was able to keep the silence up, and on top of the carry of Ninja's Pajamas, the captain will fall last here in this team fight as NiP.Dota2. But the bottom lane's already pushing in, so Geek fam, they don't have to worry about all that.
The BM is real coming out from Geek fam. To be fair, they're not tapping out on the side of NiP. Buyback on the Tiny. Can he make something happen? Silence from the Night Stalker. It is only daytime. But man, they have some serious damage issues. They have base issues. They have a lot of issues on the side of NiP. All the value Meteor Hammer onto both racks.
One more issue, no buybacks. As Biver uses his, he's going to have a buyback coming up for Gunner, so he's going to have to play the front line here and somehow force Geek fam to overextend and then try and catch him with that second life, but that's not for another 5 seconds here as Geek fam look to claim the Megas before all this finishes off. Leading off with a few imprisonments, our OD does not have Sanity's Eclipse up just yet. Gunner coming out as a Razor, force-staffed away by Carl. They, again, just kind of poke at him. Ninjas in Pajamas very susceptible to all this long-range poke that comes out from Geek fam. They have to like overcommit at times just to be able to take an engagement. You can see some of these heroes are just not easy to kill, as once again disruptions and imprisonments both being used to be able to save Dubu's life here. Biver running forward, gets 3-shot by Carl. Gunner, he's going to be ignoring that BKB Morphling and moving forward inside the base to finish off Peter Pan Dam and possibly Tanner, as Tanner gets slightly body blocked by Universe, but it doesn't matter. He was going to die anyway. Now the Gunner no longer has his BKB. Geek fan can just sit outside of their fountain and force NiP.Dota2 into a very demoralizing GG.
Oh.
Missed out on the
down right
final
at the end.
kill.